You know, Chicago gets a bad rap. We got a lot of crime here, a lot of corruption here, a lot of abuse of political power here. So much can be said in these cold streets. But you know something? Here's the thing there's a line that we would never cross. And that is when the glorious AK-50 was burst by Brandon Herrera. And we were all there watching him birth and give birth to this beautiful AK-50. Tears of joy shed down our face. But there's one thing we can't stand, and that is thievery of such a beautiful, beautiful baby. Because apparently Call of Duty stole the AK-50. What? They stole your gun? That's no fun. That rhymed. I think we need to get the people Call of Duty, give them cement shoes, and make sure they get a nice, cool swim in Lake Michigan. We're going to find out what's going on here, folks. My name is Kit. This is Chicago Rex. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that ring bell notification. That way all you lovely, beautiful, hip, cool cats are made aware we upload new content upon our YouTube channel. But, folks, as always, the original link to the video is in the description box below, so please support the original content creator. But without further ado, let's see what Call of Duty did. And Brandon Herrera? Listen, I don't know if you saw Boardwalk Empire Season 3, but when Alphonse Capone said, all right, had a long drive, need to get some rest, eat some chow, and then who do we got to kill? Oh, all right. But anyway, if you give that office, Chicago's got your back, all right? Just give the office, just give the order. We got your back, buddy. Let's find this out in a 3, a 2, and an uno.
So the AK-50 is now in the new season of Call of Duty. Oh yeah, not kidding. Hi there, my name is Brandon Herrera, and this is my gun, the AK-50.
Hold on.
My name is Brandon Herrera, and this is my gun, the AK-50. Over the course of the last 8 years, my team and I developed the world's first and only 50 BMG AK. It was a huge engineering challenge, but after showing tons of updates throughout the entire process, on May 10th, we released a video showing off the finished version of the AK50 V3, getting millions of views in the first few days, becoming the biggest video release we'd ever done at the time. So you might imagine my...
Yeah. There's something took place on July 13th that said, hey, hold my ear. What, you thought I was going to say beer? Come on, get out of here.
My surprise then when a couple months later, my buddy hits me up and hits me with the line, dude, they just put the AK-50 in Call of Duty. Yep, on July 24th, they announced the new Season 5 to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, which included new weekly challenges that unlock new weapons or upgrades every week. Week 2 of which being the motherfucking AK-50, or as
glorious
Call of Duty calls it, the Jack Cataclysm, which, not gonna lie, it's a pretty cool name. It's listed as a 50 BMG conversion kit to an RPK, which... no. Hell, even gaming YouTube has pretty well figured that out even before I made this video. Now, before you ask, no, I am not getting any sort of royalties, nor was I asked beforehand, nor did I even know before I found out through the announcement. I'll get into that a little...
Hey, Call of Duty, not cool. That's a no bueno.
Little bit later too, but that's normally just the first thing that my audience seems to ask whenever I pointed it out on Twitter or anything like that. But yes, long story short, no, COD Daddy is not paying my bills with that sweet, sweet AAA paycheck. But I did want to take this very unique and very, very weird opportunity to review my own gun in Call of Duty, compare it to the real life version, and even actually play some with it. Because let's be honest, getting my own gun added to the game was probably one of the only ways that I was going to be playing the new Call of Duty as an adult. My heart still belongs to the classic Modern Warfare 2.
Remember, no Russian.
And let's be clear about one thing up front. It is my gun. Saw a lot of people online pulling the whole, oh, it looks completely different, bro. Bullshit. Fuck you. That is my gun. Aside from it obviously being a 50 cal AK modeled after, the only 50 cal AK in existence. Look at the bulge front trunnion. I mean, the rivet pattern, the 4 rivets, that's very unique to the 50. I mean, shit, here's the exact same angle, so you make up your own mind.
Yeah, it's it. Yep. I'm going to go say, yeah, it is the AK-50. Why? Because I believe Brandon Herrera, and not to mention, look, folks, it's oddly suspicious that this weapon came out of the blue. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Come on, Call of Duty. You guys might make some games, but you know you're not that smart. Come on, come on.
Fine, but I know my baby when I see it. Plus, there's only one of them on the planet to base it off of. The one that got tens of millions of views on its development, and millions of views in the first week of its launch, and it's the one that I built.
It's his baby. That's his baby.
So there's that. Now, I will say on the Call of Duty design, there are a few changes, but we'll get into that later because I find them interesting. And also, sorry, I know it has been a while. I was speaking for Young Americans for Liberty and then came home and came down with COVID.
No, that's not cool. Oh, man, I thought the masks work. The masks don't work? What do you mean? I thought they work. Glad you're okay. Glad he's doing well. A little bit of dark humor. Maybe Dr. Fauci is like, that friend Herrera, I'm gonna get him. Hey, man, you know we live in a crazy world. I get it. Now I know why. Now I know how Call of Duty got away with this. Brandon Herrera's power level was down, so he wasn't self-aware what Call of Duty was gonna do. Oh, Brandon Herrera, man, you what you need to do is get some training with Goku and Vegeta. And yes, even Broly too, so that way you can never get sick again. Stop getting sick. You hear me? That's an order. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100-mile run right now.
Again, thanks, China. But real quick, let's talk about one of my least favorite subjects. Debt. Getting into credit card debt is easy. Ask me how I know. Getting out, well, the system's set up so that you don't. So if you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, you need to check out PDS Debt. PDS provides a service to match you with debt solutions tailored to your financial situation. So if you're making payments every month but you feel like your balances aren't going down, PDS might have an answer for you. Everyone with $10,000 or more of eligible debt qualifies, and there's no minimum credit score required. So bad and fair credit are both accepted. PDS Debt strives to understand your unique situation and can help provide alternative solutions to becoming debt-free. And right now, PDS Debt is offering a free debt analysis. It only takes 30 seconds. So you can head on over to pdsdebt.com/BH to get your free debt assessment today. Let's face it, owing money to people sucks. And if it's something that you've struggled with, maybe check out PDS. We appreciate them for sponsoring the video. Back to the content. So let's go ahead and take a look at the gun. Right off the bat, I mean, this is definitely the AK-50 just with no front handguard and drum magazine. Now, for those of you who aren't quite gun savvy and you're confused as to why I'm calling this an AK and not, an RPK conversion, it's because an RPK is an AK. Grab the trusty wall RPK. The RPK is literally just a designation of AK, just with a longer and thicker barrel. That's just so it can
Longer and thicker. Oh, yeah.
fill more of like a light machine gun type role. So one of the first things that you'll notice about this thing is that it's got a big ass skeletonized drum mag. So there's no real 50 cal drum mag that exists, at least yet. But this drum looks like it's based on the Foztech 20 rounder, which isn't available yet. It's still a prototype. It's going through some design tweaks and stuff like that, but they did show it off at, SHOT Show and NRAM and stuff like that. But Foztech does know that as soon as it's available, I will be busting down their walls like the fucking Kool-Aid man trying to get one.
Oh, yeah.
The AK-50 deserves a drum mag. Also, just kind of a funny side note, the AK-50 is already heavy as fuck, just as a thing to run around with as a semi-auto 50 BMG. It comes in weighing like slightly more than a Barrett M82. It's like the idea of like in Call of Duty running around and jumping around with it. I mean, they made the aim down sight speed and everything pretty slow, like super slow for Call of Duty for the AK-50, which makes sense because it's fucking big. But now imagine adding like 20 rounds of 50, which if my math is correct, I think is
That's going to be pretty freaking heavy.
like 5 more pounds. Not to mention the big ass metal drum magazine to hold all of that ammo and to work it and feed it. It's got to be an extra 5 pounds too. So just loading the gun is like adding an additional third of the gun's weight to the bottom. Yeah, I get why it's hard to run around with. Now I am going to touch on this part really quickly too, about it being a conversion kit. So here's an RPK 74, right? This is a 50 BMG. First off, in order to even feed this, the magazine has to be about that far back. The magazine has to go about as far back on the receiver as the end of the trigger guard is. So you need to completely trash this receiver. I'm not even getting to the firing 50 cal part yet. This receiver would need to be at least twice as long. Now, as far as being able to fire 50 cal, now this is the round that this gun was built to fire. This is the one you're converting it to. That's not fucking happening, homie. It's like those pictures of the mountain and his wife. It's like,
Oh, well. She's a brave girl. Well, hey man, it is what it is, but at least they're happy. True love.
That just good luck. So yeah, on the actual AK-50, we had to start from scratch on basically every part. The only things that we kept, we had to scale everything up. We had to scale everything up to be able to fit, a 50 BMG, because that's a huge undertaking. The only parts on the AK-50 we were able to keep the same size, and they're interchangeable with the standard AK, are the fire control group, like the trigger group, and the pistol grip. We salvaged certain parts from the recoil spring assembly and whatnot too, but by and large, you have to completely start over and scale everything up just to even begin to make it work. So yeah, it's a conversion kit in the same way that if you took the tires off of a Corvette and put them onto a Honda Civic, you've now converted that into a Corvette. One of the major differences between the AK-50 and the gun in the game, though, is that their AK-50 has a stock. I understand why they did it in the game, just because, it adds something else to customize,
Yeah, but that's not what the AK-50 does it? Or not yet?
They had different, PKM stocks and stuff you can throw on there, which, not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. But really, this is just the devs not understanding that the bolt carrier actually has to go somewhere when the gun fires. And that distance that it has to travel leaves you basically no room for a stock. Unless you mean like just a little stubby thing or like a butt pad or something like that. Which is why the AK-50, the Barrett, the Serbu, and pretty much all semi-auto shoulder-fired 50s pretty much have that same look in the rears, because we need that distance for the bolt carrier to travel. Because while the round might have gotten bigger and the gun has gotten bigger, the shooter stays the same size, meaning that the distance between the butt of the gun and the pistol grip needs to be pretty much the same size. It's called length of pull. It needs to be consistent to actually have a good functioning weapon.
See, you're getting your learn on here. That's what you should be doing.
If you added a stock to the back of a Barrett or the AK-50, you'd be all the way out here, making it basically impossible to shoulder. In classic nomenclature of the channel, where to bolt go, do? But now I guess it's time for the big question. Pretty much the question everybody's been asking me since this was even announced.
Why are you gay?
Am I butt? Pretty much the question everybody's been asking me since this was even announced.
Why are you gay?
Big question. Pretty much the question everybody's been asking me since this was even announced.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Am I butthurt or am I flattered? Truthfully, I think it's really cool. 16-year-old me could not fathom a gun that I'm responsible for even touching a mainstream game like Call of Duty. I think that's super neat. It would have been nice if I was asked, or at least even told. I would have said yes. I mean, I don't want any money. I got my own gig going on. It's pretty sweet. But I don't even necessarily think it was a direct intentional rip, like Call of Duty proper meant to take the gun. Here's what I think could have happened. One of their artists probably had an entire folder full of reference files for things that they thought were cool, or things that, different guns that they wanted to draw inspiration from in different ways, and the AK-50 ended up in it. They took that as a reference file, thinking, it's probably a production gun. They altered some stuff, made it fit the game, and boom, Jack Cataclysm. Not only is that a potential scenario, to be perfectly honest, knowing how a lot of this stuff works.
Instead of Jack Cataclysm, why not call it Herrera Hurricane? That's right. That's right. You heard me. You heard me, man. Herrera Hurricane instead of Jack Cataclysm. Herrera Hurricane. I'm just saying, put me in the name game, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready, coach. Put me in the game.
Works. I think that's the most likely scenario. So no, I am not out to go, sue Call of Duty or anything like a lot of other people have been saying. One, because I have zero interest in it. Like I said before, I would have let them use it anyway. Two, probably because they have a good legal case that they've transformed it enough that it falls under fair use. It's not like they're producing the thing. I mean, they have it in a video game. They transformed it a little bit for artistic reasons, and now it's theirs. Or at least that's what they'll argue in the court, and I think that's a fair legal standing. Let's face it, they have millions of dollars for lawyers on standby, and I have less than zero interest in even fucking trying that shit, even if I wanted to. So
I'd say it's a smart move, but I would just say, hey, Call of Duty, listen. If you're going to be using my thing, you're going to do it right. That's what I would just be saying. Like, hey, guys, look, it's all good. No need to go for Judge Judy or Judge Joe Brown or Judge Mathis or any judge, whatever. Let's just do a sit down, because that whole butt stock thing, while it looks cool, here's why that ain't gonna happen. Why it's a no bueno. So I don't know. Call of Duty, be a little bit better. Why don't you do like a proper sit down, and maybe Brand Herrera can give you a little bit of a up and up, and maybe make things all good. I mean, it seems like he's flattered. Just do a sit down. You just say, "Hey, our bad." Brand says it's all good. Then you guys powwow for a little bit, and then go your separate ways. I think that works. What do you think?
So no, there's not going to be any fucking legal battle between me and Call of Duty. I think it's cool to make something that people are inspired by, and I think it's neat to see that kind of grow and expand even beyond me. I think it would have been cool to be involved in the push, because I think that would have been neat. I mean, it's my baby. But I also understand why big corporations like Activision or Sledgehammer or whatnot can't even begin to touch somebody like me. I hate we live in that kind of world, but it is what it is. But now the moment of truth. How good's the gun?
Go.
Oh god, it's this fucking like Borderlands shit. It's like I'm in a fucking cartoon.
Yes. Come on. Come on. Ah! Dude, keep your hand on a swivel.
Come on, fucker.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright, this thing kind of bugs. I mean, like, I take it for granted this thing kind of fucking one-shot. Oh, wow. I feel like I take it for granted this thing... Give me a second. I feel like I take it for granted this thing can one-shot, but at the same time, like, it's a fucking 50 cal. It should be able to do that. No matter what, this thing should be able to kill you with one fucking round.
Yeah.
Come on, fuck. God.
Ha. Noob. Noob. You know, I can see Brand Herrera writing, like, "Oh, I'm a noob. Okay, dude, boot up and suit up. Let's play a video game." Now, unfortunately, I don't have a video game console system right now, so I get to be an armchair general.
Get some. Come on.
Noob.
Come on.
Come on. Right.
Come on. Get I.
Ah, you took them down.
I'm not locked in right now. There you go. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Not good enough.
Hard point. Secure the target area.
Come on. Oh, you fuck. Come on. Come on.
You'll have to do better than that.
Come on, one more. Just need one more.
Just give me one more, please. Give me one more.
Give me one more. One more. There you go. That's all I wanted. I know I've done like Twitch and shit before, but like I feel like this is my first time being a streamer, which is kind of wild because I'm, you know, technically doing it with my own fucking gun, and I'm still getting fucking my ass.
Dude, it's perfect. You just gotta keep on training hard so you can pawn those punk kids.
Ass raped while playing this, knowing I'm gonna be judged by an army of fucking 11-year-olds. Like,
Now you're being judged by everybody with the mind and heart of being an 11-year-old. Look at this noob. He's not playing the game's playing him.
hey, old man, why can't you actually play Call of Duty? It's like, well, I don't know. I dopamine receptors work. I'm not used to this AD shit. God, this is hell. Even just shooting the AK is kind of wild. Oh, well, did I just get a hit marker? Did I just fucking hit somebody here? No, but really, like, just the recoil impulse, sound, like, everything. There you go. Alright, I'm getting accidental fucking kills while I'm trying to talk here. Yeah, everything, just the recoil impulse, even just the sound, like, it's pretty close.
Oh!
Like, fuck. Kill me with my gun? Fuck you. I'm doing
Yes.
what kids say is locking in. Oh, fuck.
Come on.
Hey, fuck off.
That's right.
Fuck off.
That's right.
Fuck off. Fuck off. God damn it. Alright, getting a little frustrated with the AK-50. Now it might be time to whip out the fucking cheaper shit.
We secured 2 objectives.
When in doubt, whip it out.
We're taking Bravo.
And get fucked. Not pumped enough. Get fucked. There you go. Alright, I'm that guy.
Stun incoming.
Hey, there you go, behind the plywood.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There's my gun.
Hey.
Man. Alright, how you got yours set up? Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I do like that. I really like that.
Ooh, that is really awesome.
I like that. Ah, fuck you. There you go. Give me my gun back. Fuck you.
Run on ammo.
Up. Come on.
Fuck you. Give me my gun. There we go.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Up.
Hey. There you go. That's it. Fuck.
This is beautiful.
Did you have my golden plated gun?
Come on.
Was that a golden plated AK-50? Give me that shit. I need that in my life. Give me that shit. Give me that. I see. Oh, did it just disappear? You saw that, right?
I saw it.
Fuck you.
Secure the area.
Come on.
Grenade.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. The fuck kind of camo is that? Seriously, the fuck kind of camo is that? It's suppressed.
Yeah. Hey, AK-50 with suppressor. Sounds like a good custom job to make.
Was that suppressed? No, you just took it. You took my gun. No, it's not suppressed. Well, yeah, no, it is suppressed. Son of a bitch. I'll wait for you to die. Sorry, buddy. I'm stealing your shit. Yep. Yoink. Mine.
I'm loading.
Yep. This is dope. Keeping this as long as I can.
Yes.
Oh god. Hello.
I got him.
Yes.
Ah, I got the furry back.
Talking.
Good.
No hits? Fuck you. Ow. Alright,
Come on, man. You're getting owned by all these punks.
that was a pretty cool setup. Nope. Friendly fire, sorry. What's a 50 between friends?
Come on.
Secure the area.
Oh, my gun. Hello.
Get. So just looking at this game right now, just how they made some customizable stuff on it. Yeah, it's obviously it would be a dumb mistake. It would be stupid if Brandon did take them to court. I wouldn't recommend it. Instead, what should be offered is a sit down, maybe just oops, hey, all you gotta say is oops, our bad. And then maybe, I don't know, there could be some sort of maybe some kind of small collaboration. It wouldn't hurt, you know. But then again, you know, why, you know, turn a molehill into a mountain, you know? So, but it was messed up, though. It's messed up. Very messed up.
Gun for it. God, this thing kind of fucks suppressed.
Yes.
At least it did. What's funny is that in the last few days you've been playing Call of Duty and you got killed by an AK-50 and the username was the AK guy, pretty good chance you got killed by me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So that is the AK-50 in Call of Duty. I think what we learned here today is don't expect me to be a COD streamer anytime soon. I'm gonna go back to doing the things that I'm good at. I think I've just had enough stimuli to fry the brain of a medieval child. Anyhow, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I know it's a little different. This is not even a scenario that I would have ever imagined I would have been in. But it's something that's really cool, and it's something that I don't think would have happened without you guys and just the audience that we built together. So I guess to close things out, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you staying all the way to the end. And I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect weapon. Like Rasputin's rise to the top.
I was speaking at the Young Americans for Liberty concert. So let's go ahead and take a look at the gun. I just spit.
I saw that too, and it's funny. So okay, let's here's a scenario though that I see happening. Since Call of Duty did do that, obviously Brandon Herrera, he should have patented and made sure he protected the AK-50, all that stuff, proper accreditation. But the one thing I do want to know is Brandon Herrera, if, and I do mean if it were to happen, what would be your reaction if somebody did drew a comic, and the AK-50 was in it, or if it shows up in a TV show or a movie? Because you never know. Let's face it. You got a lot of Hollywood people, and Hollywood is a land where people steal ideas and beautiful things and turn them into corporate mishmash. So, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he's able to protect his baby. Last thing you want is these jagoff corporations, taking something that you love. But seriously, Call of Duty. What's everyone's thoughts on Call of Duty doing this? I sure hope that people do step up and say like, hey, this was wrong, or at least not like make anything too big about it. But I would say Call of Duty, if you want to make this right, and not to say that everyone's going to be protesting in front of your building, but reach out to Brandon Herrera, maybe do an apology or something like that. Brandon Herrera accepts it, and you guys do some sort of small collaboration. But then again, too, this is a direct question to Brandon Herrera. What would be your reaction if it did show up, let's say, on a Netflix or HBO Max or Amazon Prime streaming service show or something like that, or a movie or in a comic book? We already know pretty cool with it being in a video game. I think he's going to say that's awesome, but I think it's fair that if the AK-50 is going to be used, the creator should be consulted, at least a little bit. Like, hey, that kind of thing, some kind of outreach. What are your thoughts? But then again, too, Brandon Herrera's doing a class act. Keep on doing a good work, Brandon. And as always, all the best. But until then, folks, just remember, folks, keep your heads on a swivel, and someday even you can have an AK-50. Someday. Just not today.